Most people look at the sky and see clouds as a distant promise of rain. Some folks want to skip the rain part entirely. They are trying to grab the moisture right out of the breeze. That is the core idea behind this thing called the smart water box. Now, before you start thinking a literal box is going to show up on your porch ready to go, let me stop you right there. This is not a piece of hardware. It is a digital guide. You are essentially paying for a set of blueprints. These instructions teach you how to build your own atmospheric water generator. The marketing makes some pretty bold claims. They say you can pull 40 gallons of fresh water every single day. That is a lot of liquid. If you could actually pull that off, you would be looking at a serious level of self-sufficiency. But here's the thing about science. It does not care about marketing. The ability to pull water from the air depends almost entirely on where you live. If you are in the middle of a desert with 0% humidity, you are going to have a very hard time. You might get nothing but a few drops. If you are in the tropics, sure, you might have better luck. You also have to consider your own handiness with tools. This is a project. It is not a toaster you just plug in. You have to buy the parts. You have to follow the steps. You have to build it yourself. Is it a scam? Well, it looks like a legitimate digital product. You get what you pay for in terms of the information. However, the results are going to vary wildly. It is like buying a cookbook. The book itself is real. That does not mean your souffle is going to rise every time. You have to factor in the cost of materials. You have to think about the energy it takes to run the thing. Maintenance is also huge. You have to keep that water clean. Nobody wants to drink stagnant air water that has been sitting in a poorly built tank. You need to be careful with the hype. Total water independence is a massive goal. Most people might find this more useful as a backup plan. Always check the refund policy before you click buy. Be honest about your own skills. If you struggle to put together a shelf, this might be a bit of a stretch. It is a fascinating concept. It uses the same basic principles as a dehumidifier. You cool the air down until the water vapor turns back into a liquid. Then you collect it. Doing it efficiently at scale is the real challenge. If you approach this with a sense of curiosity rather than expecting a miracle, you might get some value out of it. Just remember that the laws of physics are the ultimate boss here. No blueprint can change the dew point in your backyard. If you love a challenge and want to learn a new skill, it might be worth a look. Just keep your feet on the ground. Keep your expectations realistic. It is a tool, not a magic trick. Think about the energy bill as well. Running fans and cooling elements all day is not free. You're essentially trading electricity for water. If you have solar panels, maybe the math starts to make more sense. The guide focuses on using affordable materials. This is great for the budget, but it also means the quality of the final build is on you. You need to ensure the seals are tight. You do not want dust or pollutants from the air ending up in your glass. The big promise here is independence. People love the idea of not relying on a city water main. In a survival situation, that is a powerful draw. Just make sure you understand the difference between a real-world tool and a marketing dream. This guide provides the map. You still have to do all the driving. If you go into it with that mindset, you'll avoid the frustration of feeling misled. It is about education. It is a bit of a gamble on your own craftsmanship. Every project has its hurdles. Building a machine that breathes water is no different. It requires patience. It requires a bit of an engineering mind. And most of all, it requires a healthy dose of skepticism about overnight miracles.